All right. Okay, listen. So we back. Now check. Remember, I told y'all, I'm not a pastor. I'm not a preacher. I'm just here. I'm a messenger, poet. Some may say I'm a. My brother says I'm a prophet. I don't. I'm just here to deliver God's word. So you can call me a messenger, right? I like to say I'm one of the greatest storytellers alive. That's what you can call me. On this episode of Dropping Wisdom, I'm gonna start calling these episodes Dropping Wisdom, right? So on this episode of Dropping Wisdom, this episode is called come in a little closer. The power of your tongue. Yeah, this is one that I want to help a lot of people with. It's called the power of your tongue. And this is some good stuff today. You know, this is it. This is free, right? And as Matthew 10:8 says, freely you receive, so freely you give. So I'm not gonna pass around an offering plate today. But if you see it in your heart, but I'm just doing my mission. I'm freely giving. So this is a message that I received 14 years ago. I would say 15 years ago from my grandfather, and I gotta shout him out, Bishop Rayleigh. Bishop Rayleigh dropped some wisdom in my soul 15 years ago, and I want to help you guys out because this is what helped me. One of the things that helped me. So he dropped some wisdom in my soul, and this was one of my darkest seasons of my life. Like this was like the darkest. And I'm glad I didn't have blind leading me because I would have been in a ditch. But I want to help you with something that helped me. And the message for that was trouble the world with the word. Now, if you hear this message outside of me, somebody stole it. This message came directly from my grandfather that God gave him. And I'm giving you some wisdom that he gave the church, or he gave us, but I was there listening. And this is something that helped me, and I'm going to give it to help you. Okay, so buckle up. It's called Trouble the World with the Word, right? And this is how I found God in one of my deepest times, my lowest times in life. So trouble the world with the Word is basically you are telling God what he told you, right? You are simply explaining to God his word that he gave you. Now, I'm about to simplify that. So God is a man who cannot lie. I mean, it's impossible for him to lie, right? And in his word, he gave us some instructions. Now, this is instructions through life. This is the cheat code. I mean, this is the weapon. Let me pause real quick. A lot of people ride around with the stick, the blicky, when they need to be riding around with the blicky. You can't kill a devil with this. You can't shoot him with this. You can't, but you can tear his head up with this. Now, granted, he does know this as well. So it gets tricky, but you gotta know how to use it. You can't go shooting him with this because it ain't gonna work. So, as much as you carry this, you should have this because this is a sword. This is gonna, that's for another day. I'm getting out. But anyways, you have to trouble the world with the word. That's what Bishop said. Yeah, I'm a living witness that it's true because he used it. I seen him do it, and I'm just telling you, you can pick it up if you want to. If not, then you can keep scrolling, whatever you want to do, whatever you call it. You know what I'm saying? But I got this. I got mine. I'm just trying to help you. So, in the world, you have to trouble that with the word. Now, God is a man who cannot lie, right? So, let me give you a parable. The parables is what Jesus gave the disciples and other people who couldn't really understand. So he had to simplify it and make pictures and draw it for people. So let me help you out. So let's say God is your father, right? He your daddy. He your mama. He whoever you want it to be, the universe, whatever you call it, whatever you want to, let's just think of it as you're a parent, right? And you have a child and you told your child, hey, big dog, I'm going to get you this. I'm going to get you these shoes. I got you. I'm going to get you this shirt. Just wait till I wake up. I'm going to get it. And when I wake up, or when you wake up, you don't get it for your child. Your child calls you, hey, you lied. Or they're going to remind you of what you said. And you said this. Now, in human sense, you can lie. But God, he can't. So remember that. Huh? So as a child, your child will come back and say, okay, mama, you said, daddy, you said. Now, universe, whatever you said that you was going to do. So now that we got that, understand what direction we're going now. Now, God is a man who cannot lie. So you have to use those words that he gave you back to him. That's how you trouble the world with the word, right? Now, I'm going to explain a few things as we trouble in the word, and I want you to understand how the power of the tongue is so important and serious, and it's one of the most powerful things that you have on your body. Death and life is in the power of your tongue. Okay? That's Proverbs 18:21. So what fruit are you eating? Yeah. So you get that. What type of fruit are you eating? Because are you eating fruit of death or are you eating fruit of life? James 3:5-10, it says, control the tongue because it's a very powerful thing. Proverbs 15:4, healing and harm It's in your tongue. Mm. Is your tongue a tree of life? Matthew 12:36-37. Words have consequences. You're going to reap the words that you sow. You better watch your lip. Now, let's get to how these words and the things that God spoke, or that the words that was in this Bible that you can use, and how you trouble the world, with the word. You got some power busters for y'all wrote down. Isaiah 54:17. When the world is coming against you and you feel like people are all on you, people talking about you, hey, you say, hey, listen, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. No weapon, none. It won't work. No matter what is said against you, it will not work. It may form, but it won't prosper. You better read it. It may form against you, but it won't prosper. No weapon formed against you. It's not saying that it won't. It's just saying the weapons that are formed against you, it won't prosper. Well, you better start speaking that no weapon. God, you said no weapon. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It's written in the book. Isaiah 53:5. By his stripes you are healed. The ultimate encouragement. Faith, healing, strength. It aligns with God's promises. Listen, if you know somebody on their sick bed, you know somebody going through it, buddy, you better tell them they better start speaking. No weapon formed against them shall prosper. And by his stripes, you are healed, delivered, and set free. So if you believe that you're going through something, I believe it. I'm about to speak it over you. By his stripes, you are healed. I believe that. But it's up to you to believe that. You better start speaking that over your life. You better trouble the world with the word. By his stripes, you are healed. See, I'm giving that too much free game. Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to give you a few scriptures that may help you align and you can use on your journey with troubling the world with the word. One of them is, I wrote this one down, it's Psalms 138:8. It says, the Lord will perfect that which concerneth me. So God is going to perfect whatever concerns you. You got to speak that. God, you said that you will perfect whatever concerneth me. I am more than a conqueror. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know where my help coming from. I look to the hills what's coming. I know where my help come from. You got to start taking back those things that you said and use the words the correct way. Trouble the world with the word. God is a man who cannot lie. God, you said, I can do all things through Christ. You told me that. It's in your word. You said, your word says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You told me that you will supply all my needs according to your riches and glory. And I know your riches and glory. You told me the same way that you clothe the birds and you feed the birds and you give them homes and you give them food to eat. You told me I'm better than them. You told me I'm better than the birds. I don't got little faith. I believe. That's how you gotta talk to God. You gotta tell God his word. What did his word tell you? His word. And it don't come back to him void. Don't, hey, listen. He's a man of his word. It's just, what words are you using to connect the dots? Trouble the world with the word. There's one last thing I want to leave with you. Maybe I'm saying too much. But you know what? I'm gonna say that for next time. The next one that we're going to go over is called push. And I want to see, what are you pushing towards? What are you pushing towards in life? And are you getting the results of what you are pushing towards? Next time on Words of Wisdom with your boy Swag, the messenger. We're gonna dive in deep on what are you pushing towards. So until next time, stay encouraged, stay blessed, man. Keep pushing towards God. Remember, trouble the world with the word. Trouble the world with the word. God is a man who cannot lie. You gotta know how to trouble the world with the word. All right, y'all. See you later.